Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Done a lot of stuff between last night and today. Just had a little couldn't sleep, so I did a few things offline. I did AFK for quite a while also. So now we have a lot of quartz, some coal, redstone and diamonds doing pretty good. I also set this up with some memory settings, so now all the different ore stuff is in here. This is how I'm going to have it stored when we store it, because I'm going to set this up with our refined storage so that basically so that we'll have another one of these in here, and we'll get this up to really high storage numbers, and then that will be how we store the metals, and then we'll have a overflow somewhere somehow. But once we set this up as an external storage, we'll be able to see all of that inside refined storage, which will be pretty cool. I also, if we come around here, I moved everything up from down under the cozy cottage, just so I had access to everything up here for now. So our plants are here. This is just a miscellaneous chest of things I didn't have a place to go with them. And then this is just another barrel that I had. Since I made 3 of these, I just had an extra one. So this crafting station can see this diamond barrel. I upgraded it so that it has some extra storage space. I didn't put any upgrades, but just made it bigger. And then I have a sack here too, just because I had one. Other thing I did was I started working with Mekanism. At the end of the last stream, I said I was going to build a whole Mekanism array, and I did. So now I have smelting, enriching, crushing, compressing, combining, purifying, injecting, infusing, and so on. I have the spaces for infusing here because I want a different infuser for each type of thing we're infusing. So we have, this one is redstone, this one's diamond, this one's coal. I left a space for one for obsidian, and then we'll probably make yet another one so that we can just have one for when we want to infuse things like with the biofuel and stuff like that. But for now, if I need to make, let's say I need to make some alloys, I can just come over here, grab some iron, and then I can just throw it in here, and I know that there's redstone in there, and then I just keep this stocked. And this can do it pretty fast. For smelting, I set up a barrel on top with a hopper so that, like, if I, for example, have, like, I run low on iron, I would just grab a stack of iron or several stacks, and I would throw them into this barrel, and anything that goes into this barrel just works its way through to get smelted up and dropped off in here. Just some basic niceties to make it so that we're not running around all the time trying to chase our own tail. I also set up over here, I connected a pipe with the lava and another jumbo tank so that if I want to do some manual smelting, I can use lava as a fuel. So basically I just grab a bucket of lava, I throw it in there, throw in what I need to cook, and I can keep all these fueled with lava. That way I'm not using up coal. Last thing is, since I have this one with coal now, I actually have a Mekanism method for making steel, which means I don't need to use so much coal in the process, because this uses a lot less, because I can enrich the carbon, or enrich the coal to make enriched carbon using the enriching factory, and then I get like twice as much out of it, which is cool. There, now we're all stocked up here. And so basically I've just been using this as my chest for anything that is like crafting ingredients or like crafting, and I've been using this as my little auto crafter. It's, you know, it's not really auto crafting, but I can take something and shift click it in there if I want to make it. And it'll tell me what I need. I go grab the items, put them in the chest, and then we're good to go. Simple. It won't last long because we're going to replace it with some refined storage, but this has been running great. It's slow. I can't produce sand as fast as I can sieve the soul sand. But like I said, that way when the sand comes through, there's always a witch water ready for it. I can add in a faster way to generate cobblestone and gravel and sand and dust in the future. But for now, this works fine. It's the power of being passive. It just keeps going all the time we're playing. In fact, what I should do is just make sure this island is all claimed. We want this area to be force loaded. That way, even if we're off doing something somewhere else, this is going to keep on running. And that's pretty cool. So that's it. That's what we did between episodes. I'm going to go through this mechanism tree a little bit more and make a few things just because I'd like to finish off the tree and see what else we can get from rewards on it. So a heat generator. And then the next thing I wanted to work on today, and you can see I have it queued up here, is I want to make one of each of the thermal machines as well. I thought that would be helpful. So I need a furnace, I need cherry planks. So let's make the furnace. I just need planks, but cherry planks is what it said. I think I may have already had some wood in there, but nope, I don't. So it's good I grabbed it. So here, I'll just put this in here. I'll put that in there, that way it knows it can do it. And so then when we want to make a heat generator, we just go like this. And there we go, it's done. Metallurgic infuser, we've completed that quest line. Osmium compressor, we completed that. I'm just gonna rapidly go through and select a lot of these ones that we've completed. I know there's a complete all, but I don't want to do that. I just want to complete the ones in here because I want to be able to see where I was at and other stuff. We need to make an advanced control circuit. We gotta put it in our inventory, I think, to make the quest pop. An elite control circuit is this one, and then with these two. I also need to work on this one. So to make atomic alloy, I need refined obsidian, which means I need to make, let's go back. To make obsidian, refined obsidian dust. If we take obsidian dust and put it in there, if we put obsidian into the immersement chamber is the first step. Thought I had some obsidian somewhere. I do, just 7 pieces. So then we infuse it with diamonds after it comes out of here. And that'll let us get up to the ultimate control circuit, which is last thing we need to go to the ultimate tier on some things. So we'll probably go up to the ultimate tier on our energy cube. I just have the 1 energy cube here. This is pulling power off of our main line, and then I have it going out to the mechanism branch. I think that's pretty much how I'm going to set up power for now. I'm going to set up a cube, and then that way I have a real easy way. If, say, the mechanism machines are drawing too much power, I can just go in here and I can turn off the power coming in the back. And then that means it'll just use the power that it has reserved, but it won't pull any more in. And so I'm going to probably set up an energy cube for each of our systems. I do want to get a main energy cube for downstairs too, so I'll probably do that here in a minute as well. So we have the refined obsidian dust to make atomic alloy out of it. Oh, we have to enrich that. So these are used to make, and we could just put this in an infuser, but if we enrich it, it gives us 8 times as much. So, but that means we need to make a basic infusion factory. So I need 2 more furnaces to make a metallurgic infuser, to make the infusing factory. And then this goes here. These go in there, and that means we can take one of these and put it in there. That's going to give us our atomic alloy. I should have kept the 1 piece of obsidian for that. I'll put a new one on top later. These are just up here to mark which one it is to make things easier for me. Ooh, you have a really nice sword. Oh, I already had diamonds in here. Now let's grab some emeralds. Come here. Come here, Mr. Trader. It's a looting 4 with mending sword. That's really nice. There's another sapling we didn't have. I don't know if we have pumpkins yet. That's all we needed. Thank you for your time. Which one of these? This has looting 5 and this has looting 4. So the axe is technically better, but this one also has capturing, just like this one, but it has a higher level of capturing. So mobs have a chance to drop their spawn eggs. Kind of a toss-up. Okay, so we finished that quest. Now this is just combining the atomic alloys. Oh, I think I need 2 of them and I only made 1. I should have been paying more attention to that. Cool. We finished that line. Oh, it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna count the things I already made, is it? I should. I'll have to leave those in there for now because this one is full. Here's another book, Plaguebringer 3. These books I've just been getting from these rewards. Curse of Bones. Interesting. Let's put this up in here. Grab some of this stuff, put it in my backpack too. Before I do that, these can go in there. think I made the backpack last time on camera. If not, I made it in between. But it's just a simple diamond backpack. Nothing too fancy. This, and this I want to go drop off in the machine. Okay. I'm going to put these hammers in here to speed up our... these basically double this. And I can enchant these, so I can do like efficiency to make it go super fast. And I can do like unbreaking. I don't know if I can do unusing. Unusing might be cool, because then it would make it so that they don't break, and then all I have to do is pull them out and repair them. That'd be kind of neat. So I think the next thing that we should work on is... we could do some more stuff in Mekanism to continue on, but kitchen sink provides infinite water. I didn't realize that was still a thing. I like this source though, because it's not so cheaty. I'm using power to pump it out, but it's still pumping infinite water out of that block. But I guess if I replace this pump with a kitchen sink, I'm sure there will be a time where I need so much water that I will do the kitchen sink. But for now, I don't think I'm going to do that. That was good. Okay, so let's go back to what we were working on with the thermal stuff. Did not mean to hit A on all those things. This I made. So to make these, this is 6, 12, 15 of these machines. I'm going to need 15 of these machine frames. So let's mark those, which means I need these gears. So that's just tin. How much tin do I got? That'll be enough. And then I need iron nuggets. I think I pulled the wrong tin out. That's fine. Okay, so that's done. Let's make some more of these. Cool, so that's all 15 of the machine frames I need for these machines. So we're gonna start here and work our way through. So we need copper gears. I need more copper. So we can pull some more copper out, but we're getting low on it. Let's take this, process it with this. And that means I need another one of these. Let's throw this copper in here to get processed. I like to stay up with the copper to make sure that I have enough at all times, because it's a pain when I run out. So I need redstone flux coil, I need a crafting table. Excuse me. I haven't had a soda all day, and I drank my first 0 sugar Major Melon Mountain Dew, and they're making me burp.
Getting distracted by all these exclamation points. I should go through them all. Thermal. Does thermal have a series in here? I think what we're going to do is work our way through with thermal. Because this may give us some things that we can use for it. So, blast chiller. Need Invar. And so what's cool with this down here is now I have this stuff memorized in here. So if I take it out, I know what was there, and so I know what I'm out of. So this is going to be interesting because I need packed ice. I think I actually have some ice. Oh, I got blue ice. Can I turn blue ice into packed ice? If I make a multi-servo press, I can do it. And that's on my list here. Sure it is. It's not, but it should be. Multi-servo. We need Constantan gears. Means we need Constantan, which is combining copper and nickel. So copper, nickel. Did I say I need Constantan ingots? I have more than a stack of this, so now it's going to get a place in here. Copper can go back. This actually goes in here. Same with this one. Eventually I want to set my backpack out the same way, where I have certain spots where certain things are. But I'm not there yet. So how much more of this do I need? I need 8. And then I need to make bronze. Let's work on bronze a while. So bronze is 3 copper with a tin. Oh, I have all that copper cooking. Actually, want it as dust. I don't have much dust, so let's go in here. And we will process all that down. I should look at the other hammers now that I have more resources. I may be able to make a better hammer that lasts for longer. Let's put that in, and I'll use this other 8 to put in a spot for bronze dust. Let's see, I'm just check and make sure. I just want to make sure everything's working. Oh yeah, good. My mic and the sound is all set. having these tech areas set up so that like you just have things that can just work is a really good way to do it, because then you're not constantly chasing things down. And like I said, this is like the very earliest form of auto crafting. Having this with a connected inventory. Soon we'll get into refined storage. Let's see. So this was, I want to make the energy cube next, because I want to actually set up an area for thermal. So energy cube. This is another tiered process. So we start at the beginning and work our way up. So what am I missing to make another one of these? More redstone. So that's for the first tier, that's for the second tier, that's for the third tier, and this is for the fourth. I need a bunch of these, so I need more glass. So we'll start with an energy cube, and then we make an advanced energy cube. Then we make an elite energy cube. And then this will be the ultimate energy cube, which is one I haven't made yet. I need 3 more atomic alloys. I'm gonna do 4 more of them a while too, because I'm gonna want them for the next tier. So let's do that. Because I want to make another cube for the basement, for right next to the power source. So basically I have like a main power storage, and then that'll branch out to the other areas. Then again, it's all just getting set up for the future when I have different areas going, because I'll get into wireless power, all that stuff too. Ultimate energy cube. Sweet. Okay, so let's see. What would I need to do that again? So I'm out of gold. Now what am I out of? More redstone. And I need to make one of these. And so then I can make a basic, which I can turn into an advanced, which I can turn into an, I skipped one, elite. Which I can turn into an ultimate. Cool. Let's go down and do the basement one first. So the main power comes from this cube of lava generators here. So let's put our energy cube right here. I'm going to just turn off everything. And then the right is going to be input, and this is going to be output. So this will fill up a buffer. That means this stuff can just keep running off the lava. I haven't had to expand this yet, but I'm getting to the point where I have the tech to do it. At least speed it up, stuff like that. And so then let's take this one off. And we're gonna do, the back is input and this is output, like the other one was. And then this can fill up. And then I will use this one to make another ultimate energy cube. So I need to make some more of these, and they're made We're taking infused alloys, putting them in diamond. I feel like I want to switch these. Of course, I didn't actually look to see which one was which. The redstone is what I want second. There we go. So now it should be coal, redstone, diamond, and then obsidian. I need 4 of these to go in here. Okay, so it doesn't see that one because this one has energy in it. So to do this, I need the 4 ultimates. And then what's on the sides? 2 diamonds. Cool. So this is the one we'll use for our thermal series. So I think we'll just put this one, let's do a little bit of space between here. We'll put it over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go like that. That'll give us some space in between. And then we're gonna run a power line. Actually gonna run it. I'm gonna run out here. Can probably rerun some of those. Is this just steel and redstone? Yeah, it is. So let's do a bunch of these. Stack should be okay. So that's off of the main line. So now if I come up here and I set this to nothing, I set that as an input line, then I can set the back as an output. And this will be my power line for my thermal machines. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, that'll work. Let's put down the servo press. And that was because I wanted to be able to put this in here. Oh, that needed probably needed an augmentation to make it work. Unpacking die. Invar plates, Constantan plates, and planks. Pretty sure if I use this, I can make Invar plates. And so it would stand to reason I could do the same with Constantan. And then if I take a plank, cool. Now I have an unpacker, which means if I put one of these in there, I can get some packed ice out of it. And we're just gonna put these down as we go. That some of these machines are not really ones we would just use sitting there like that. But I want to have one of each just because I want to do so. Need another one of these. Blast chiller is done. Just building up power slowly. Okay, so what's after the blast chiller? Fractionating still. Fractionating still, we need some more Invar gears. We need some of this. And I know I'm going to need a bunch of those things, but I don't want to overcraft them, so I'm just doing them as I need them. Okay. Pulverizer. But ooh. Machine. Oh. Machine frame is one of the things I had in the list. Guess I'm going to end up with a one extra machine frame. I think this is going to be hardened glass, so I'm going to have to make that. And I don't know how to make that yet. Hardened glass is definitely going to be the easiest one of these, though. I can take it. I can cook it in a smelter. Is there a machine way for me to make obsidian right now in the blast chiller? So if I pump lava into the blast chiller, I get obsidian. Can I do that with just a bucket? Let's find out. I can, but it's like I need a lot. Let's look at this again. Okay, so show recipes. So the obsidian uses one bucket of lava and it slowly makes one obsidian. So at least that's a way for me to semi-automatically make it now without using water and stuff. Let's skip ahead and do the induction smelter. To make a blast furnace, though, I need smooth stone, which means I need to cook some stone. Grab a stack of that and throw it in our furnace here, or in our mechanism smelter. And then I need some more sand, which I have over here. It's dust. Maybe I don't have any sand. But now that I have a pulverizer, I can just process the cobblestone down into gravel, and then the gravel into... This is another option for us to use in our ore generation too, now that we have this, instead of using the hammers. Because these I can make much faster.
Though there's much better ways down the road. Some induction smelter. We're just missing the sand, the blast furnace, which now we can make. So let's grab the gravel that we've made. Oh, we got a sand. We'll just let that process then. I'm gonna put this down farther on the end. Okay, and this was to make our hardened glass. We need quartz, obsidian, and sand. Okay, I needed the hardened glass for this next one. Crystallizer. So this one's done. Chemical imbuer. I don't know that I'm gonna have the stuff to make this. Do I have a way to make... I have blaze powder. Can I compact blaze powder into blaze rods? Using some tech that I actually have right now. I could do it with the metal press, but I'm not gonna make a metal press just for that. I'll get into that later. Fluid encapsulator. Oh, so I need more copper. Another one of these. There we go. Pyrolyzer. I also use a blaze rod, so we'll skip it for now. Nether bricks, I could... How can I make netherrack? I know there's a process for which I can make it. I can combine witch water with lava. So I only need 8 pieces of it.
think what I need to do is get... Where did I put my bucket at? I have no idea where my bucket went. Maybe I used it in crafting. I'm gonna get 4 of them. And so, which water? It's over this way. Wonder if this has to be in a stone barrel. Nope, it didn't. It went in there. Where did my other rack go? Oh, there it is. And I could automate this, and I will at some point. Not right now. That's interesting. I didn't realize that doing it with water makes stone. Okay, so I got 8 netherrack. Stream it, not the stream itself. Okay, so that was to make 2 of these, which we were going to use to make the magma crucible. So that's done. Centrifugal separator. It's interesting that the recipe uses a compass. That one was easy enough. Photogenic isolator. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make lumium. Let's find out. To make lumium, I need to make lumium dust. Glowstone, tin, and silver. Oh, I can make that. Let's look at these hammers real quick. Because there's different tiers. So the durability is higher as you go. Highest one is platinum. But I don't think I have platinum. That is not one of the metals I get. But I do have Invar. Okay, so then what else did I need to make the lumium? It was tin, silver, and glowstone. Tin dust I have. Glowstone dust I definitely have. So it was tin across the top, and then some silver, and some glowstone. And I need lumium ingots, so let's cook a sack of that up. And then I'm going to go in here, put that there. I want to put this in just so that it memorizes it. Then we can put it back in here. Same with bronze. Oh, that was supposed to be bronze. Oh, I need to actually go in and save it again. Actually, I'll just leave the bronze in here for now. This is what I wanted to do. Put this in here. Memory. Okay, so we need to make lumium gears, 2 of them. And then we need to make this. And I just need to grab a piece of dirt. And then I should have everything I need to make this. Okay, almost there. That one's done. We already made the induction smelter. Now all we need is a sawmill. So, copper gears 2. Flux coil 1. Saw blade. Is this just any stone? I think it's any stone. Give me some stone. Okay, we have officially made all of the thermal machines for now. Let's go through here. So Pyrolyzer was the last one that we didn't make. And that was because... oh, that's cool. It gave us a bunch of thermal stuff. I'm gonna put that in my backpack. These can go in there because we'll craft with them. Oh, I didn't even realize ducts were in here. So used to them being separate that you don't... so you have thermal machines, but you don't have the ducts because they've been separated. But yeah, so the pyrolyzer I needed the blaze rod for. I don't still have it right now, so that's fine. Cool. Thermalpedia can go in here. These can go in there in case we need them to craft stuff. Invar can get put back. Let's go back and look at some quest stuff. And see what else we have finished and still need to finish. So this is just telling us that sometimes we need to use lower level meshes to get certain things, which we knew. Squeezer quadruples ores. Kind of want to try that even though I'm working on quintupling ores, just because that's cool. Still better than what we're currently doing. So it says if we do the ore, place it inside. Oh, I see, because if we get 2 raw aluminum and then I use this on it, then we get 4. So yeah, it quadruples for sure. And then I need a redstone thing. Actually, I could use a button, right? Yeah. What did it say about armor stands? Armor stand, definitely. Well, that's interesting. I doubt that I'm going to use that, but that's pretty cool. Question is, can a mechanical squeezer do it? I don't really want to get into it because I don't really want to get into mineral at the moment. But I bet you it could. But that's a good early game way to do it. I kind of skipped over that, but least we know that's a good way to double it up. The other thing is that right now, because I have this, I get, hold on, I'm at 25, I'm at 30. So technically, this is definitely the best way to go to get, because I get anywhere between 2 and 5 of the ore. So that's, I mean, that's technically even better than the mechanism or quadrupling, but the mechanism one is super complicated and so therefore much more fun. I think that I have been just kind of looking for things to do just for fun to distract me from that. I think it's time that I work on the ore doubling or quintupling. I need to get some food though first. Do I have any food in here? I have some potatoes. I can use some apples for the moment, but then I'm going to take this wheat and turn it into food. So this, if I cook it, turns to toast. Oh no, somehow I messed up my memory settings. No! This is not what I wanted. Fortunately, it was just a few of these. I have copper ingots, yes. And this is aluminum. I need aluminum ingots. Do I have any of those? Probably not, but I can cook something. Okay, I have an induction smelter over here. I just do it in there. Sure can. I know what I did. When I cleared the memory for that other piece, I forgot that those puns are empty, so it cleared their memory. No harm, no foul. I think above the andesite alloy, I'm going to put the andesite. Even though it's technically not an ore, just kind of makes sense. Okay, so let's get over here and start working on things. So the next thing I need to make from the brine is an electrolytic separator. And let's work our way from brine. So brine is used in the electrolytic separator, and that gives us sodium and chlorine. And then the chlorine is used in here with hydrogen to get hydrogen chloride. hydrogen chloride is used in chemical injection chamber to make crystals. But let's also work our way the other way from the ores side. And I've been using iron ore just to make it simple for me to know what I'm doing. So we are starting with this, right? Yeah, sulfuric acid combines with that to make this. Dirty iron slurry, it combines with water to make this one. And that is, hold on. So sulfuric acid and the ore combines in a chemical dissolution chamber to make dirty iron slurry. Dirty iron slurry combines with water in a chemical washer. And that gives us clean iron slurry. That goes into a chemical crystallizer, which gives us this, which goes into a chemical injection chamber, which gives us this, which goes into a purification chamber, gives us this, which goes into a crusher, which gives us this, which goes into an enrichment chamber, which gives us this. So those are the steps. I know I took chemical injection chamber off there by accident because I think I need it on both sides of the thing. So I need to keep in mind that I need 2 of those. So I think the easiest way to start would be to work from iron down. So we need to set up our sulfuric acid again. Oh, dang it, that's not what I meant to do. We need to set up our chemical infuser system here. So that was the one that used all the systems we had. Sulfur trioxide started in a chemical infuser from sulfur dioxide, which was in the chemical oxidizer, which was the sulfur. So we have in our bag pulverizer and then chemical oxidizer is the one that I need. So over here, I need a way to retrieve the sulfur from here. Let's see. So this power, how does this power line go? Comes up like right there. So instead of doing that, let's add a power line here and there. And so instead of having it on the back as an input, let's put the bottom as an input. And then I'm going to continue this over to here. That'll be fine. I think we can actually use this other tool. Oh, I have it on me. It's in wrench mode. I can actually take these off. Let's put this here and then
make this an output. Basically, we're just moving this line over one. And so now it's going up there to branch off for an output. It's going over there to branch off for thermal for an output. It's coming over here. So what I really should do is make another energy cube for this system. And I can put it like right there. I think I'm going to do that real quick because that doesn't take long. Need more of the infused ones. I need some more iron into the redstone. Well, let's get started here. I need one of these. So I definitely need these things. Those are made with those in. Those are made by putting those in the diamond one. Be right back. Just had to reply to my mother. She's having a little bit of a rough day today. Some problems with her neighbors. And I feel for her. Okay, so let's get this one gone. And then we're going to put this in. And so the right is going to be our input, and the front is going to be an output. And so now this can build up with a buffer once enough power has filled up everything up there, just like these do. But I think I'm starting to tax my power system. This is still growing. This is still growing. I kind of feel like I want that to be up where I can reach. I guess I can reach it from here. Is this now limiting the amount of power that can go through?
Oh, because maybe it's because of no, the cable doesn't make sense because there was a cable there before. It can output 102,000 FE per tick, so I don't think so. I think it just needs to catch up because I had it off there for a minute. And so some buffers are filling up. These are all draining. I do have power connected through everything. I'm just gonna let it go for a while and see what happens with the power. Yeah, see, this one is now gaining power and it's the closest one. Or no, it's going down. Let me drop down there and see what's going on. So this one has 720 input. I wonder if it's just because these other ones are pulling out more power than anything. I could set this, if I turn this switch to normal, since there's no redstone signal, those will both go off. And let's see, is this now gaining power? I mean, it has more than it did before, but let's see if the system over here is. How can you only have 566.6 coming in when there's 720 coming out and nothing else is drawing power? So these are both set to off. I'm going to turn it back on. Oh, it is the 226.6 FE per tick. 226.6 FE per tick. 226.6 FE per tick. I wonder if that's because I'm dividing it by 3. And that's basically like it's splitting it in 3 directions. That would make sense, because that's how much this is producing. These are pumping out as much as possible. Because there's 18 times 40, that's 720. I'm gonna just take this off just to make sure it's not an issue over there, doing something weird. But what I don't understand, I understand I'm dividing, but why is it then, okay, so now it's 240. I guess that other line, even though nothing was over there, it was draining some kind of power. Do I still have something connected to that? Oh yeah, I had the brine connected to it. So that makes sense. It's pulling some power, this is pulling some power. So that's all it is these buffers need to fill up before it will allow more power to go to the other sides. And I'm okay with that. I don't need this running at full speed. I just wanted to know what it was doing. Okay, so let's get back to what I was working on now that we have that figured out. I think we're gonna end up drawing more power over here, so everything's gonna slow down even more over there, but that's okay. Guess I should work away from here because I want to have the chlorine Yeah, let's get that electrolytic separator. Did I make that? Was I waiting on something to make the electrolytic separator? No, I have it. Okay, so if I put this here, let's turn everything off. And then we're gonna do fluids. We're gonna do input from the right. Can it not do it because of this? Okay. I thought that might be an issue. You bugger. Then that's fine. We'll just do that. Then I need a mechanical pipe. And we'll set this one. Oops. Best to configure it to what we're doing. This to out and this to in. So now it has brine and it's producing chlorine and sodium. We're going to dump the excess sodium because I don't know what to do with it at the moment. Now we have chlorine in this tank. And then our use for chlorine was combining it with hydrogen to get hydrogen chloride. And the way that we're going to get hydrogen, I think that there is another step where we get hydrogen, and so we may incorporate it. But I think I'm going to set up another system here where I just put another electrolytic separator in, because I want to just have the ability to just do it. So I need more iron. And then to make the electrolytic core, I need gold dust, osmium dust, iron dust. So 2 osmium dust, gold dust, and iron dust. I accidentally hit egg on that. Okay, and I have another pump in here. Let's get a bucket of water. I think my water is down underneath here. So I think what I want to do is put this back on this side. You know, I have water there, and this is full now. I could probably just... I could probably just do a pipe, mechanical pipe, like this. Yeah, so now it has it. And then let's go through, same thing I did before. I'm just going to turn everything off. Except that on fluids, I want this to be an input, and energy, I want the back to be an input. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a pipe underground here to pop up over here to feed into this. I could probably do it straight underneath. So we have a gas here. We need to make some pressurized tubes. It's steel and glass. So if I put it there, there. And then on this machine for gases, I put the bottom. I want the hydrogen to go into... Oh no, wait. That's not right. Hydrogen and the chloride go into the next step, which is in chemical infuser, which I have. So the chemical infuser, let's configure it here. It's configured for input on the right and input on the left. Oh, this one's already configured for oxygen. Do I have another one? Oh, these are ones that I already built for the other things. Okay, so I need to make another... I need to make another one of these. Those are already set up for other things. And that's fine. Chemical infuser. Recipe for that. Need to make 2 of these. And I'm missing 4 of those. Okay, so I'm going to set it here. We're going to clear everything. So gases, we're going to do input on the right, and we want it to go into red. And that's fine. We can put this down now. For energy, we can pull it from the back. Damn it. It keeps swapping things in my inventory. That's what's messing me up. Okay, so now this, we want to output from chlorine into... Actually, let's pick this up before we do it. So we want the gas on the right or on the left to output 2. So that'll output that. Cool. So now we're getting chlorine into there. What is this not? This is not getting me. It doesn't have power because I didn't turn the energy on. Okay, so this will keep making chlorine. So now our chlorine is filling up. Cool. So now I can do the gas pipe on underneath. So if I want to send... gases. I want to send, which one do I want to send? I need oxygen, which is the teal one. So output 2, and now we can set auto eject. So now this has oxygen in it. So if I set this one so that the gases has an input from the bottom and it's the orange one, I should have oxygen coming in. Is that working? So hard for me to see this stuff underneath there. That's how I want it, right? Oxygen. Gases. Bottom input. Why no do thing? It's holding gas. It has oxygen, a gas in the bottom. This is configured for input number 2 on the bottom. And it's connected, and it has oxygen there. Why is it not pulling the oxygen in? I don't know. Let me think about this. This one's working, but it's coming from there. Must be something with the way this pipe is configured. I don't understand. Oh, it's because I need hydrogen. And I'm trying to put in oxygen. I'm dumb. So it won't let it go in because there's no recipe that'll work. Let's change this. So this doesn't get dumped. This is idle. This is dumping excess. And then this is output 1. And then I can take this tube and hook it back up again. Yeah, now I have hydrogen going in and I'm producing hydrogen chloride. And I don't really need to change these for the gases, but setting that like that, and that like that, just makes me feel better. Okay, so now I'm making hydrogen chloride. Okay. So hydrogen chloride, this is done. This is done and this is done. The hydrogen chloride goes into this system. So I need a chemical injection chamber, which I think I made already. Maybe? Maybe not. I don't think I did. Ooh, that'd be a lot of stuff to make. I have some of those. Let's just see where we're at. Chemical injection chamber. So what I don't have is these things. So I need this. I need this. So start with the steel casing. Turn it into an enrichment chamber. That becomes a purification chamber. And I need 2 of these, which means I need 2 more of these. And that means I'm missing 2 reinforced alloys. All right. So this I need to have. We have hydrogen chloride. So I need to set up a gas config to come in on the right. And it's going to go into the yellow, I think. There's just an input. So that is fine. And so we need to set an output for gases. Perfect. And so now once we have zinc crystals, we can put them in there to get the shards. So we've reached that portion, which means I need to work on this end to get to that. Okay. So now I'm trying to think of how I want to set up the other end of this. Like, how am I going to get... I guess I can run an item line to it. This is the part where it's going to get difficult to try to figure out where everything should line up. But it's fine. I think I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Gunnif was just getting home from work, and I wanted to call and talk to her for a little while, and I got up and moved around while I did that. So now I'm good to go for at least another hour. So we got to the point now where we have hydrogen chloride in here, which means we need to work from the other end getting our slurry processed. And that means the sulfur that we're getting in here needs to get down there somehow. And I think that what I'm gonna do for now, and the reason I was changing this layout up here is because I think I'm just gonna connect these wires here. I realize technically that means I'm crossing over the systems. Why are these not letting me connect? There we go. And then I'm gonna take this one off and this one off. Because the reason I wanted to cut that power off down there was so that I could pull another logistical sorter out of here. And I don't think I'm gonna do a sorter, I think I'm just gonna do a logistical line. Let's put this stuff back just so that we can. And then we'll get rid of this. Basically, I want to pull out just the sulfur to isolate it and put it into a drawer. And so if I make a functional drawer, is there you can make compressed planks? Interesting. Interesting. So we're gonna put that like right here. And I'm just gonna do like that. And then let's go to functional drawers. I need a locking card. So to do that, I need to make another drawer. And configuration tool, I need paper, 5 pieces of paper. I have some of this. I need an emerald. Okay, so cool, now it's locked. And so if I take a basic logistical transporter, I put that on there, and I put this to, oops. It's going to pull all the sulfur out into here. And then over here, I'll work on getting sulfuric acid set up, and then maybe I'll just run a fluid line over there. But so I have the pulverizer here. Maybe I should set up. Let's move that out one more. And then we'll do one more like that. Oh, I changed the color and I don't want to do that. There we go. That is a really useful thing later on. But I'm not using it right now. Okay, so then cool. So I can auto input with the pulverizer. That'll make the sulfur dust. I need to get power underneath here to that. And that's fine. We're messing up our power lines, but this is just to get everything figured out. So this, that is not what I meant to hit. The heck did I hit to do that? Whatever. It's chemical oxidizer now. I think we already have one set up for this. Didn't we? No, I think maybe we just were. No, we definitely had one that was doing this part of it. Maybe I used that one up. Yeah, because I don't have it anywhere. Alright, so I need to make a chemical oxidizer. But I have a tank. So that can get... Actually, I'm going to pull all those out because those can just go into the crafting material bin. Basic chemical tank. Do I have any of those already set up? No. So I need to make a basic chemical tank. I need to make... Yeah, I definitely remember doing this, but it's okay. There we go. Chemical oxidizer. So let's put that there. And then we're gonna do auto output. And then on this side, we're gonna do items input. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna let us do that. And that's okay. We'll use one of these. So now this is getting what it's needing, and we're going to need to do power over to that. So now we need the chemical infuser that's set up like this. Well, did I have this in my inventory the whole time? Sure did. Oh. Okay. So this is the one that gets sulfur trioxide and water vapor. Which I think means this one is the one that gets oxygen and cool. So the sulfur dioxide is coming in. This has our gases is configured to output there. Oh, so we're getting it in and we're making sulfur trioxide. So then this is configured for that to come in. The red is coming in from the back, but we want it to be red coming in from the left now. Cool. And sulfur trioxide, we want the gases, we want to configure that the right is an output. We're going to turn this off. Cool. So we do need to get oxygen going into here, but we now have sulfur trioxide going into here, which means we have sulfuric acid going to there. This is extra because I made another one because I have dumb. We need to get power for these as well. Okay, so energy, bottom input. Energy, bottom input. Energy, bottom input. Hey, Gunna, welcome to the stream. I'm in the midst of very complicated ridiculousness. And I gotta remember now how to make the water vapor. And it helps if I can spell water vapor. That's the decondenstrator, which I have in my inventory. And there's also an electrolytic separator that goes in here and a pump. Cool. Okay, so this one needs oxygen going in. So this is configured for the gases. We're going to output. I want to output the teal to the right. And if I do this one, gases, we're going to input from the front. Cool. So now, do we not have power for that stuff? Energy input from the bottom. Energy input from the bottom. Cool, so sulfur trioxide is now being produced. This needs to get water. This also needs the water vapor, so this machine, I have it configured for output to be on that side. I want it to be on this side. Or I put it on, let's put that there. So now water vapor should output to the right. And so if I set gases, I'm trying to get it to go into there. Gases input from the front on the brown channel. And then all I need to do is set up this water line. And so pump. And yeah, this is kind of an annoying spot for it, but it's temporary. So it's all good. We have that, and then I need a mechanical pipe. Okay, and so then this needs to allow fluids input from the left.
And this needs to allow fluids input from the left. So this is pumping water, this is getting water, this is getting water, and this is now full up with sulfur trioxide and it's made sulfuric acid. Cool. The sulfuric acid, the use for it goes into a chemical dissolution chamber, and that's where we put in the ores. I don't think I made the chemical dissolution chamber yet, so that's our next step. Oh, cool, and that's where we are here. So we have gotten caught up to where we need to be. Now the issue is like, this is over here. This is my sulfuric acid. My ores are here. And my chemical injection chamber, where the last piece of this goes in. Chemical injection chamber is it's where this one goes in. The iron crystals go in, and that's how we make the shards. So that goes after iron crystals. So that's over here. So I think rather than trying to move everything around to fit it all together, I think what I should do is set up refined storage. Because if I do refined storage, then I can do importers and exporters. And so I can run the refined storage cable line underground. I can connect it here and import sulfur in. I can export it out here. I can import the sulfuric acid in here. I can export it over there. It'll just simplify this whole process. And so I can set these up as little remote facilities. So let's get started with that. Controller's the first step. Okay, so we need this stuff. Quartz enriched iron. I'm just gonna make 2 stacks of it to start, because I'm gonna need a bunch of it. So I need more iron and I need more quartz. I need a lot more iron. Am I out? Alright, that's enough to give me 2 stacks, which is good. So then I can make this. And then I need these. So I need to make this. So slime is not something I've automated. And I'm gonna need a decent chunk of it. String, I have a decent chunk right now. I guess I can just make a bunch of slime. So how much do I need? I just want to get the basics going here, because once I get the basics going, I can automate that stuff a lot better. So let's just make like a handful of slime balls. To do that, I'm gonna need a few things. I think I already made some of it. Yeah, wheat flour. And then I need my water buckets. This is like day 2 of just making stuff that I'm gonna end up moving later on. Which is kind of fun, but also kind of like drives you a little crazy. So to make the slime balls, we need dough, which we mix with lime dye. And that's how we get slime balls. So I'm just gonna make
all of this wheat flour into dough and then turn all of it into slime balls. And that should be enough to get us started. And then once I actually have a refined storage system up, this will be a lot easier to automate because I can import water into our system and then I can actually craft with water buckets without having to do it one at a time. Okay, so let's go back up here. Can I do this in the phytogenic insulator? Yeah. So if I get water into there, I can do it. Where do I have a water line? I have a water line over here. And it is right here. Let's move it down here. And then cool. And then if I take the cactus and I put it in there, is this just gonna grow? Or do I need more stuff? Oh, it's going. It's just going slow. That if I put bone meal in there, or it says I can put bone meal in there, I assume that means the bone meal makes it go fast. Bone meal reset it. What a dingus. Let's see, do I have any lime dye that I already made while I'm waiting for this stuff to cook up? I could also just set up like a regular cactus farm. I have green dye, I have some lime dye. I have enough lime dye, so it's fine. Now I have the 12 slime balls I need. And then I need 24 string. There's 6 of it. There's some more. So what I need is this. It gave me 96 of them. That should be enough to get me going for what I need. I also need to make silicon, which the easiest way is going to be just to cook up quartz. Do you like all the complicatedness? Let's see. Now I'm gonna need like a handful of these, so let's get them going too. It would be great once it's done and I have everything worked out And then I can decide where to actually put everything. I'm also like, now that I have these multiple energy cells here, they're all slowly filling up with power, which means that my power is not just sitting there running for no reason. And so that makes me happy. So I've made a lot of progress today, because I have another energy cube in here for this system. Though this system is not really running very well, because the power is, there's just not enough power to keep these running. So I may, after I get things running here for a little while, have to take some time and do some better power. There's lots of different options for that too. I guess while we wait for that stuff to cook, let's look through some stuff in here again. Bounty board. See, look. Kill the trader and his annoying llamas is literally a quest. And you got mad at me for doing it. It's amazing. You're just jealous. Okay, let's collect some of our rewards here. So this is getting started to Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, I need to do that for sure. This is going to tell me how to get my first jetpack going. I should do that soon too. This shows me the pipes, which I'm not using anymore, but we'll go through that. A lot of rewards to collect. Okay, so here we go. This is where it says more power. So we've done magmatic dynamos. Oh, that gave me an injector. I'll go put that in. That's the thing that I need to make more of. But I guess now I have lumium and I can make hardened glass. Before I couldn't make hardened glass. And so basically, if I go in here and I put this in, this increases the fuel energy by 1.1. Which doesn't seem to do much. Efficiency running at 110%. So basically, I'm getting the same amount of fuel, but I'm using less lava, which doesn't really help me. I need the other one, but I can make them now. Crusher. Let's see, so this is the main quest line. This is what I should be following, because this I'm pretty much done with. And then once we get to the star, that's the main purpose of this pack. Making the all the mods star. This is showing us some of the backpack stuff, which we've gotten this far. I didn't get to netherite yet, and I haven't done any of the upgrades yet. Sophisticated storage and functional storage, both of which I've touched on a little bit, but not really yet. We're definitely going to get into applied energistics, but I want to start with refined storage first. So that's what we're currently working on. Food is definitely something I need to work on soon. I'm relying on just toast for the moment. Ooh, this is really cool. So Power is definitely a mod that is worth looking into. There is some very cool things in it. And it gives me a book and a wrench to start off with. So it's kind of pushing me in that direction. Let's get some of this, all these things I got back into here. This is just a bunch of rewards I got. Steel ingot. It's 2 different kinds of steel. What you trying to do to me here? Just crafted them all like that just to get them all back into being the same kind. Wait a minute. How did I go to like down to 7? I had a lot more steel. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, there's my food too. Definitely want that. Okay, so now I can make the controller, which is going to be the first part of the quest. This is definitely one of the ones where I actually want to follow the quest line because it's going to give me things that I'm going to use while I'm crafting. So let's start with cables. Cables are very simple to craft. We'll get about a stack of them. Okay. Ooh, and it gives us more things as we go. Okay. Need to get more space in my inventory freed up. Okay, much better. So the next step in the quest line is showing us all these different things, but those are like the more advanced parts of the cables. I think I want to go to here. Disk drive. So disk drive is the next basic part of our setup here. We need another one of these. Okay. And then storage housing. So basically making these storage drives is what we're going to have to do next. And storage housing. They're going to require these, so that's telling us how to make those. But I just want to get like a basic setup going because then I can do all this crafting inside of the system. So let's start with a 1K storage part. I got one of them because it gave me one as a reward. But my goal is to get up to the 64K. So to make a 64K part, it requires us to have 3 of these parts. And that requires us to have 3 of these parts. And that requires us to have 3 of these parts. So for one of these, since it takes 3 of these, which takes 3 of these, which takes 3 of these, it takes 3, it takes 9, it takes 27. So I need to craft 26 more of these. There's 8.
So we need to get up to 27. So I need more glass. And I don't really even have sand. I do have cobblestone. I was grinding some up. In my pulverizer over here, which is, which one? This one. I think that this is a situation where I'm going to do a lot better if I just manually make some. Go old school on us. Do I still have a pressed hammer? I do. It is now broken. Broken again. Okay, so there you go. Bunch of sand.
Okay, now I have some extra sand stockpiled and some gravel. Glass is cooking up. So back to doing this. So now I'm at 12. What am I missing next? More redstone. Getting there. More glass. Cool, now we are done with those. So now we want to make these, which requires these. I'm gonna make 32 of them. They also need to be cooked. I assume they're probably going to need more of the silicon, so let's grab a couple more stacks of quartz. What's cool is that this stuff is kind of tedious right now. Once I get done with what I'm working on, I'll be able to start doing some actual auto crafting, which means the tedium is like coming to an end. It'll still be tedious, but it won't be as tedious. Well, that gave me an extra part. They give it to me random. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe I'll get lucky with one of those quests and get an extra 64k part. Just curious. So we do have extra storage, which means we can go to the really big storage parts. So basically, refined storage has these that go up to 64k, and the same with the fluids. The fluids start at... Fluids start at 64 and go up to 4096. But extra storage adds in these extra ones so that I can make a 16,384k storage part, and I can go fluid all the way up to 1,048,576k. So that's like 1 billion fluid millibuckets. So these parts just make it so I don't need to create as many drives. I can keep combining until I have really massive storage or refined storage. We'll do that down the road though. I'm not doing that now. While we're waiting on that, we can decide where we're going to be putting this thing. I think that right here will be fine. I can put the this here. I can put the drive on top of it. I'll need a power line. So now this is getting power and so is this. So once I put a drive in, we'll actually have a system. But that means we need to make a grid in order to access it. So let's work on a grid while we are finishing this things up. So to make our first grid, I need a construction core and a deconstruction core. Bucket of pufferfish. I want a bucket of pufferfish. I'm gonna take all the lime dye you got. Skeleton skulls are cool. Take those two. And who knows, maybe someday Gunnup will come visit me. I'll need some flowers. All your trades are used up. You know what that means. I know I'm a monster. Hey, I literally got everything he had to offer. Everything. Even some flowers for you. You don't want my blood flowers? I respect that. Okay, so I was doing this. Needed a construction core. And I need a deconstruction core, or a destruction core. The grid is basically like, because I know that you're really into Star Trek, it is basically like a matter replicator. I can, once I have a disk drive to store things digitally, I can put things in here, and this will store them as data, and then I can print other items. But like only the items that it has stored. So basically I'm turning this stuff into data and then reprinting it later when I need it. I know it's super fancy. And it's going to replace these two things. This is why I sat it right here. Because all of this stuff is going to go inside as soon as I have drives. Back to our drive making. Well, ran out of the things that it was creating. So I need more of these, which means I need more of these. That's all I can make. Ah, missing redstone. This process takes a ton of redstone. Okay, so I have 41 more to cook up. All of this stuff can go into the drive as soon as it's done too. Basically, I'm going to be using the drive to store the things that I don't have storage for. And then the things that I do have storage for, I'm going to be connecting them to the grid using storage controllers. And I'll be able to access everything from one spot. Which will be super fancy. Now I need improved processors. Uh-oh. Okay, now I'm out of gold. I only make 18 of them. What is the hold up on those? I'm out of processor bindings again. So I may need to make more. But to make these, I only need... To make the 3 of these that I need to make these 9 into it. So I need to do 3 crafts, which is 12. And I put more than that into cook. In fact, I should put those in down here. I'm okay on glass for the moment. So I'll finish these up and then I'll make more glass. Guess I should work on one of these too. These are cheaper to make, at least. So let's go through that quest line. Need this, 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 this. And it's the same way. If I want to make a the maximum size one, I need to make 27 of these. So let's grab some iron. Uh-oh. I'm out of iron. More things to cook. Yeah, I got the 12 of those that I need. Oh no. Oh, give me a 1K. What a rip. I need to make at least one more slime ball. Need to go get some more wheat. I need to set up this too. Let's just set this over in the corner. If I'm gonna use that, I need this part of it. Which means I need the crack. All right, buckets. This part is a little bit tedious every time, but it's not too bad.
Probably sleep. It's been a few days. I don't want phantoms coming out and murdering me. That's what killed me last time. Actually, what killed me is that one of the blocks on the top of my roof over there got moved, probably by an Enderman, and then a zombie spawned and walked all the way over here where I was AFK and murdered me. Phantoms killed me once too, though. Okay, so I need the lime dye, which is in here. I can make 12 more of these, which means I need more string. Which means I can make... These I'm actually done with. This is what I need. I need to make some of this.
Wait, hey Erica, how much am I spending on travel?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Erica is only available in the English language. You must download the latest version of the mobile banking app, only available on select mobile devices.
Why do I have an ad running on YouTube?
Bank of America NA, member FDIC.
Oh, hey, free ad from Chillhop. Okay. 64K drive. Storage part. Got it. Of course, gave me another 1K. That's okay. So basically now we had the storage housing and we have this, we put it inside. And then in here we put this. And now we can store stuff digitally. Let's put all the stuff in here. We're gonna quickly cap out this drive. I guess we're not too bad. This can go in as well. Okay. Before I just realized that I wasn't quite ready to do that. Still need this for a second. I need to make a crafting grid. So that uses an advanced processor, of which I'm cooking over here. And it uses the grid. And a crafting table. Oh, I only need one of these. So the difference between a grid and a crafting grid, which I'm sure you can figure out, is that the crafting grid allows us to actually craft stuff inside of it. Let's grab my tools back out. The other thing I want to do is go through here and just dump everything in. Hi Toby, how you doing? Hi Gunnif. I'm gonna pull tools out, put them back in my backpack. That one can stay. Also, where's my toast? There it is. So all of these extra tools that I may or may not use can go in my bag. And that's what we'll use the backpack for now. I am working on... I'm playing in all the mods 9. And I am working on making a system that will automatically cook my ores up and give me 5 times the amount of ingots as I would if I just cooked them normally. That's what I'm working on. Probably gonna stay on for another half hour or so. So just to recap where we were, this is making sulfuric acid here. Sulfuric acid cooks our stuff down from here all the way down to here, and then we combine it with hydrogen chloride, which is being made over here. And that cooks it all the way down to this point, and then we'll smelt it into ingots. So I think that what I need to work on next is finishing up these fluid parts. Let's make this. Cool, that's what I wanted. So now when I search, it shows me in here. So I want to craft this. I need buckets. But I need to craft a bunch of these. So I need a whole bunch of buckets. I need 26 more buckets. Yes, I want you. I don't know if I have you yet. The rest of this I don't particularly care about, but I'll take some coral, because why not? And then you can go away! It is pretty fancy. It's pretty complicated. The system over here I built yesterday takes cobblestone and breaks it down into like different things, and then it automatically, if you can see underneath, there's piping, and it makes all these different things, and it also makes ores, and it does it all automatically for me. And so I just sit here and wait and resources come in. So that's pretty cool. But then the metals, it's a kind of manual process to get more than just one ingot out of each one. And so now I'm trying to set up an automatic thing. Yeah. The merchants spawn like crazy. And so I usually just buy a few things that I want and then I murder them. I actually got a reward for doing it. This is the Sword of Alfred. It is for those that are brave enough to slaughter the mighty and the annoying traitor. And so for doing that, I got that as a prize. Pretty funny. I do have to get off pretty soon because I have to eat something. I haven't eaten all day, which is not good. I may run out to the store.
after I'm done. Before I do that, let's work on... I guess I'm still working on these. Let's finish these up. Finish one thing at a time. Oh, I'm out of silicon. Let's just do that. And storage housing. We can always make it bigger later. For now, this will store some fluids for us. And then I want to work on external storage. So I need construction cores. And I need deconstruction cores. Means I need to put in some more ports. So what I'm working on right now is I want my system to be able to see all the ores and stuff I have. And so I am making these external storages. And they will allow us to... Is this just any chest? Yeah, it's just coded to any chest. They will allow us to... Oops. Connect up those barrels I have there without actually importing the items. External storage. I want 2 of them. Perfect. So then I need my cables. So we'll do this one first because it's really easy. Just hook it up there. Actually, this one probably won't be too hard either. We'll just hook it on there. And then we connect cables to it. And we connect the cable to the grid. And so like all this amethyst and stuff is now in here, but it's not taking up space in the storage drive. And the same with this stuff. Like the ores, they're all inside now. Which is pretty cool. Which means I can craft with those things without having to go get them. Which is epic. And the reason that we set up the refined storage is because we're going to start importing sulfuric acid. So to do that, I need an importer. Another destruction core. What's the advanced importer? I don't have access to it right now, or I don't have the stuff I need to make it, so. I want to... I'm gonna connect this here. Import fluids. So sulfuric acid is a gas. I don't know if gas is still gonna I don't know if it's gonna work the same, but we will find out. And we're gonna do a real janky cable that just goes up the wall. And comes this way. Oh, I need to make a fluid grid as well. I don't think I can see fluids without it. So I need to make another grid. I need a construction core. Destruction core. Ugh, I'm gonna need improved processors. This part of refined storage sometimes can be a little annoying because you're so close to having the things that you want to do, but you're not quite there. And so it's like, just let me have the things. Okay, so the fluid grid goes here. So I'm guessing that either I don't have this set up right, or it's not going to let me count this as a thing. But let me see if I can get a bucket. Maybe. No, I don't think so. Because I have fluid storage. I have that. So maybe gases just can't be stored in here. Which sort of makes the whole thing pointless. Or at least for this purpose. Now, hydrogen chloride is also a gas. I mean, I guess technically I could convert them both into liquids, store them as liquids, and then reconvert them, but I think that if I keep going with it right now, I'm going to end up doing, like, making it in a way that's just not the most efficient because I'm just frustrated and I want to get it done. And, you know, I've been streaming for over 3 hours, so it's probably best to just let it go, work on it later, get something to eat. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one. I'm going to call it a day. Bye-bye.